Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the country, around the world. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. We are in space with the Ike lander, and we are going to launch for Duna. And we have the maneuvers that were planned by MechJeb, but they're in a few days. I'm going to try, well, no, I'm not going to, well, we're going to make it happen. We're going to generate our own maneuvers to get there sooner. Well, to launch sooner? To launch when I want to launch. So we want to depart Kerbin with a higher, to leave with a higher orbit to encounter Duna, like over here somewhere. So that being said, we want to depart on this side of Kerbin. And I gotta take this slow, because it freaks out. There we go. And it has to draw the planet. It like pauses because it doesn't know what to do. Come on. Okay, there we go. So, somewhere back over here. Add maneuver. We're just gonna prograde the crap out of it. And good, no mooner encounter. I actually had to advance one day because the moon was like right here. I kept getting encounters and it was kind of obnoxious. Alright, so that is on a higher orbit than Kerbin's. So then we just keep prograding it up. Boop, there we go. That's us. That's Duna. So we're actually a little bit behind Duna. So that makes me worrisome for these in like 13 days. Maybe it's a more optimal burn to hit it right over here. But, so now we just keep playing. Come on. There we go. Now we keep playing with this stuff. Let's see. Rotate it that way. You can see the arrow slowly getting closer. And we rotate it through this. Whoa. Sorry, that was a bit stronger pull than I meant to make. Being touchy. Then we do this. And we do a little bit more of this. Aha! There we go. We have a Duna encounter. Focus on Duna. And, okay, yeah, see, so we cross, oh, it's actually not too terribly far away. And it's off on a weird place. You want it to come around this way to orbit correctly around Duna. But, that's fine. It's an encounter. We can correct this at the beginning or further out before we get to that encounter. Somewhere, you know, somewhere out here, like at the descending node. We could even match, oh, we're on the same node. But you could even fix it out here to fix that up. And we'll go through that as well. But that's in 14 minutes. And the burn, oh, it doesn't tell you, but it's calculated. I did, just before I, yeah, that was it there. Just before I started recording here, I did eject the last bit. There was a teeny bit of fuel, but there was like 200 delta V. We obviously have plenty, but I wanted to do it this way so that we got the correct calculations. All right, and that's in 14 minutes. Before we, let's go ahead, quick save, always quick saving. Honestly, I actually was about to do this, record about 5 minutes, but when I separated before, it crashed. So, let us execute that node. Do your thing, MechJeb. I think I'm going to try, I think it should be doable. We're within the quote window, because the Kerbal Alarm Clock window started a few days ago, and yet the MechJeb windows are in like 10 days, 12, 15 days. So I think I'm going to launch each one toward Duna, go down to the Space Center, and advance to the next morning. That way there's always a day in between each launch, and they're a little more spread out for, hopefully, for arrivals at Duna. Nothing's stacked on top of each other like all this is, because this is just a bit much. I mean, 2 minutes, a minute's different, 3 minutes different. That's not enough to actually make things happen. All right. And this is a Terrier, and it's not like a great thrust to weight, but it's really, really efficient. It's really efficient. If you put something else on here, you wouldn't get nearly this much delta V. So, that being said, though, backspace, focus on the ship. Focus on the ship. There we go. She is burning away. Gonna be a 3-minute burn. Ouchies. Ooh, what does it do to our periapsis? Oh, we're still fine. Yeah, it'll tweak us down a little bit because we're currently burning toward the planet. And we can see it's raising our apoapsis, but it is decreasing our periapsis, which is honestly just about where we are. Well, it's a little bit ahead of where we are right now. But it's gonna, yeah, 84. Not a big deal. We are not gonna brush atmosphere. It is not gonna do anything to us. Whoa. Whoa, come on. There you go. Okay, but this is going to take a long time. So let us, I mean, mech jab's in control, so it's not a big deal, but let us physics warp, just because with the Terrier it does take a long time. There we go, our apoapsis is increasing, increasing, increasing. Excellent. Alright, I gotta admit, I'm rather excited. We are finally on our way to Duna. My computer is not happy about it, though. Boom. Alright. We're escaping Kerbin's sphere of influence. I'm going to kill the time acceleration. No. Last few Delta V. One, 0. Done. Beautiful. And what is your altitude? 87. That's probably as low as we're going to get right now, right? Let me double check, make sure we aren't gonna. Yeah, we're rising now, so we're fine. We are fine. Not gonna hit the atmosphere. That was a slight worry of mine. Oops. Keep going back to the wrong screen. Map screen. I do want the map screen. Scroll, 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 scroll. We are going to. We still have an encounter registered, so that's good. We're going to double check. Hey, Duna. Oh, we might not be able to until we are out of the sphere of influence, and that is how far away? That is in 3 days. So we're going to wait. We have an encounter. It shows an encounter. What that encounter actually looks like now is hard to tell because of what our drifting points and things like that, the calculations. I can't click on it. Can I focus view? Do you know? Yeah, I can't. So I think once we get out of Kerbin's sphere of influence, we'll be able to do that. So then, in that case, let's jump to the next one. Who do we want to do next? That's... no. We'll do the Ike Lander, because that's also small. I'm reluctant to jump into the Duna base. Oh, actually, hold on. Quick save. I'm a little reluctant to jump into the Duna base, because that one's... it's got so many parts. It's so parts heavy. It's so graphics heavy. It doesn't run as smoothly. But at least with these guys... that is not what I wanted. I didn't want the debris. Let's see, what do we got here? Big shuttle. No, we'll launch the Duna return vehicle last. Let's get the Duna rover. There we go. That's the one we want. That's what I was looking for. I just saw the word rover and went, let's go with that one. No, I didn't want that piece of debris, though. I did not. All right, so this one. 15 days with a 1,000 pass. All right, so same trick. There we go. Duna is the target already, and we just want to see where Kerbin's solar orbit is, and burn. Whoa. Back. Come on. There we go. Burn somewhere over here. Add maneuver. All the prograde. Ooh, there's our escape. That's a bit different looking from the other one, but it's still going to be an escape. Alright, and that takes us higher. Good. Burn, 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 burn. There we go, and again, there's our encounter. So now we do is just waggle things back and forth until we get an encounter. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not an encounter. That's our closest approach. You're jumping around, though, buddy. Come on. That should bring it. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Oop. A little too much. But I think if we just do this. Ooh. Oh. Oh, you know what I've forgotten to do, though? I've forgotten to take a day. I think I'm going to do that because this is kind of being a little beastly. I think I might have gotten the wrong point there as well for the orbital departure. So I'm going to go back to the Space Center and advance 1 day forward. This shows 0 delta V. That's really interesting. Oh, I wonder... Control from here? There we go. There's all the numbers. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So, anywho, we're going to go back to the Space Center real quick and advance the day forward. Alright, so we're back with the Duna rover in orbit. We've advanced 1 whole day. We're going to try this again. Okay. So if it's up and down, it's nearly straight up and down right now. You know, it's a little bit curved, but it's nearly up and down. Come on. We want to burn about, think about here-ish. Add maneuver. Ooh, in 4 minutes. I don't know if I'll get it tuned in that time. Yeah, that's kind of following that, that line a little bit better. Not perfectly, but a little bit better. Okay, so let's see. Where does that send us? Good. A little more prograde. Closest approach. Okay, good. Twist things around until we get our encounter. And again, lots of delta V. Oh, right, this one. I had to do this before. I don't know why. I think it defaults to probe cores, when really I need it to control from there. That makes more sense. That way I get delta V numbers. Low thrust to weight though. So again, we are trying to generate that encounter. Oof. Come on, baby, you're almost there. Aha! There we go. A Duna encounter. And so, let's see. Focus view. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, again, not too bad. 35,000 kilometers. Yeah, not too bad. Easy to get it closer when the time comes. Ooh, execute. We'll see if she can get on the marker and hit it in time. Ooh. There you go. Oh yeah, with RCS, yeah. And this is what, a poodle? Yeah, a poodle. So not terribly powerful, but efficient. Very, very efficient. It's probably going to say, burn now, as soon as it lines up. Maybe. I don't know. We're trusting MechJeb to run these. Then again, we trusted MechJeb to come up with those other things. And they might work, but I think it's fun to do it on our own. 5 minutes. Yeah, it's probably going to be about a 3.5, 4 minute burn, I think. Yeah, 3 minute burn. All right, that was close. And again, we're going to double check backspace. There we go. Whoop. Let's see. What's our periapsis? 85 as well. Beautiful. So nothing to worry about. That's going to be just fine. And look, it ends up following just about the same path that the Ike lander followed. He's about to leave. Well, he's got to get out here as well. So we're going to have a few ships all in sequence launching off. All right, and again, magic of physics acceleration just to get this going a little bit quicker. Oh, it takes so much just to raise that apoapsis at the beginning. And then it climbs and climbs and climbs, what, exponentially maybe? There she goes. Oh yeah, we still have 1,000 delta V's left for maneuvers at Duna, which is great. Time accelerate off. Not that it's going to do anything to it. Cool. All right. And that one is on her way, and we should still have a... Nope, we don't have an encounter anymore. That's a pity. Well, we'll wait until we have escaped Kerbin's sphere of influence, And then we will play with things some more. We can take advantage of Mech Jeb to encounter. Oh, no, it's still the target. Unset target. Set as target. Oh, there we go. So there's a close approach. Okay, but yeah, we can always get out here and fine tune that. Still, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We saw an encounter. It got a little off. It doesn't take much to change here, but we'll be fine. All right, so we'll jump in with the next one in just a minute. I'm going to advance forward one more day for the next chip to Duna. All right, we're now here with the Duna station. I figured I'd launch this before I launch the Duna base, and then lastly I'll launch the return vehicle. So now Korin, Patbus, and Mirix get to be the first Kerbals to launch toward Duna, and they look excited about it. Let's set them up for success. Okay, so we've escaped. Ooh, that's pretty fast. It's kind of messy. Let's pull that back a bit. No, okay, so I must have it in the wrong place. But still, that's got us escaping, going to a higher orbit. It's not rocket science. Oh, wait, it is. And then again, waggle the things around a bit. Oh, come on. I know it's here. I know we can do it. Done it with the other two. A couple days shouldn't make that big a difference. Get this actually more. There we go. And then this retro. Aha! There we go. There's our encounter. Focus the view, see what that's like. Ooh, that's a beautiful encounter. Well, it's still a ways away, but it's pretty close. That's easy to suck that up equatorial-like. That'll be cool. All right, good. That's in, yes, that's in one more orbit. We can execute that now. Backspace. Whew. All right, my friends, the three of you shall be the first Kerbals to launch for another planet in our system. They've all been outside of Kerbin's sphere of influence. We popped those up once to get, you know, the experience up. But here, we are actually going to launch them all the way to Duna. While we're here, let's do a little housekeeping. Let's see, we've done the Ike lander. We've done the rover. We're doing this station now. Get rid of that. Still have those two to do. So we'll probably do, like I said, the base next, and then the return vehicle after that. We'll be on our way. Oh, I was gonna say we're not gonna fire retrograde, are we? That's a little crazy, but the ball's gonna rotate around a bit more. What is? And again, because I'm concerned. Whoa. What is our periapsis? Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Abort. 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 I should have checked that first. Okay, let's try it here. Let's try this all over again, because that's just a bit too, yeah, it's a bit too close for comfort. We'd burn up through the atmosphere first. That's not what we want. It's not what anyone wants. Oh. Ah. Okay, so there's another encounter in 2 minutes. But, whoa, I want to make sure we aren't going to burn up in the atmosphere. We're going to just skip through it, but I'm okay with that. It'll probably disrupt our actual encounter, but that's okay. I'd rather get it happening than not. Part of me wonders if maybe I'm doing these a bit too back here, and it should be more like over here. I'll try that with the next one, I think. We're gonna physics warp. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna physics warp through this. Yeah, it's burning like at the planet, which is a little worrisome. But I think we're gonna get down to, what did it say, 67? That's barely scraping the outer fringes of our atmosphere. It's not ideal, but it's not horrible either. How are we doing? Sorry, Perry, I was just looking at it right now. 74. Oh, it has an alternator. Right. I was like, wait, I never deployed the solar panels. But it has alternator on the poodle down here. All right, so we are now burning and just skipping through the atmosphere. Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Yeah, see, because there it changed over because we're on our departure. But now we are rising back up again. Good. Oh, it closed solar panel. Oh no, I had them closed for docking? I don't know. But they were closed just now. But now we're back out of the atmosphere. That was easy. Oh, we're still... Oh no, we weren't. So good. Like I said, that might have disrupted our encounter just a smidgen. Nope, still have an encounter. Beautiful. 2 out of 3. I will happily take that. Beautiful. Alright. So, same song, second verse. We're going to go to back to Space Center, skip a day, and launch the Duna base. That'll be the big beastly one, so this might be a little messy. See you in a sec. Alright, we're here with the Duna base. This is the planned one in 10 days that MechJeb gave us. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. And again, create our own. This one I'm going to try... because I keep burning here, and then so I'm going to try burning a little further along and seeing what happens there. I didn't zoom out, but just judging from where, you know, all these guys are, yeah, I'm assuming that this should work. Oh, let's get the numbers. Come here. And I'm honestly just shooting for a line similar to where those guys were. Well, kind of. So, good. Higher orbit. Oh, is Duna not set as our... Aha, set as a target. There we go. Beautiful. Come on. Burn, burn, burn. Prograde. Oh! Oh! Oh. Ah! Oh! Wow. Okay. That's easy. Interesting. Maybe it's the position... I probably, for those first 3, I was just too quick. I think because I burned with those further back over here instead of, you know, there where I should have. Execute. And yeah. Oh well. Oh, and we'll see if he actually gets to this node in time. He might not. Let's abort this for now. Let's right click. Maneuver, right click. There we go. Can we put this on the next orbit? That way he gets time to maneuver into place for it. You know, 30 minutes shouldn't make that big a difference. Are we still going to get an encounter? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, good. That way this guy has plenty of time to rotate around because, again, he's kind of big, he's kind of beastly, and it would take him like 2 minutes to rotate into position. So physics warp, let it rotate into place, and I'm kind of forcing the physics warp there. Oh well, it'll be fine. All right, Jeb, Bob, Valentina, Bill, I forget who else is on there. Rob, Honor, and Hamish. Launching the Duna lander base, the Duna base, off to Duna. Or at least you will at one more orbit. So we'll let that orbit, and I'll be with you in a bit as soon as we're about to burn. Alright, so we're coming up on that node. There we go. Time warp is slowing down. Oh, is it? Okay, sorry, just double checking numbers. 1083, 1565. So we still have loads of fuel in that backstage there. The big thing back here. So that's great, and that'll help us come into orbit at Duna as well. And there we go. That's interesting. It's like there's something that's lighting up inside there. I don't know what that would be, though. Huh. But we are on our way. And again, it's a big burn. This guy's actually, well, better thrust weight than some other things. But let's go ahead and physics warp. Don't come apart on me, please. Just go up here. That way it's not actually, like, doing and showing the physics warp. Alright, so we are 4 out of 5 on our way for Duna. I actually want to watch it from here, because it should pop out and give us there's that. I kind of want to see this grow. Oh, physics warp. Either way, we have encounters. That's great. Oh, that's amazing. Beautiful. We have a Duna encounter still. And again, yeah, I can't click on it until we get out of the sphere influence, which is fine. Cool. So the Duna base... She is on her way with the core team, the original team, the OG, on board, and still has almost 500 Delta V left in the big tank, which is great. Cool, and they are on their way. So long to Kerbin and all your friends. And once again, advance one day, and we'll send the Duna return vehicle up. That'll be it for this episode. See you in a second at the Duna return vehicle. Alright, we're here with the Duna return vehicle, which honestly I think is one of the cooler looking ships I made in this set. I really like the way it narrows down for the heat shield, and it's kind of exposed like superstructure, and then it has the engine at the back. That looks like, a lot of sci-fi ships where you see there's like, hab module, narrow spur, and then like the propulsion module at the back. Anywho, we're going to send Han, Leia, Apollo, and Starbuck to Duna as well. Just like all their friends, all the cool kids are doing it. They want a piece of it as well. Let's set it up over here. Add maneuver. And go. Hooah. What are we at? Ooh, oh, come on. There we go. So that's about where it was. I just pulled that out and eyeballed it. We'll see what we get. Duna is still the target. So we're almost there. Hey! Jeez, wow, okay. That was simple. So I guess the trick, I was like I said, setting up those nodes at the wrong place. Either way, they're on their way. Execute that node. Booyah. I was all stressed about Duna, worried it was going to be like difficult, and yet this has been I think getting to Duna really is easier than getting to Moho. Moho is such a pain in the butt. But Duna should be pretty easy. So we'll set up these burns, and then we'll call it a day for this episode. I'll put a cut in and compile a video and whatnot. And next episode, we will do fine-tuning of the 1 or 2 vessels that need it. Actually, I think most of them will end up needing it just to tweak things, tweak their orbits around Duna to, to be happier, to get them where I want them to go. And I do think I am going... Whoa, come on. I do think I want them all to actually orbit Duna and not just go straight down, because I want to be picky with where I land. I want to be able to explore a few different biomes and whatnot. So, like the Duna base, Duna rover, we're going to be very picky about where we send those, hopefully close to each other, so we can drive the rover to the base, load it up with a couple Kerbals, and drive them around, and they can reset experiments and whatnot. We'll see how that goes. And depending on how the Duna base does, if I still have lots of Delta V, we'll maybe run some, some experiments. Maybe I can do some biome hopping. A part of me really wants to get to the polar ice caps on Duna. North or south? Probably the north. But we'll see if that happens or not. Alright, let's go ahead. Physics warp. Alright, and we're going to watch it from here again, because that's really cool. We've got these ships. You could see that one. That's for the, I'm assuming that's for the Ike. So we can see that. Whoa. There we go. There's our encounter. Oh, did you see how it spun around? I think that was an Ike encounter for that one. Cool. We have an encounter for that one. Anyway, I think this first line is the Ike, because he's escaped Kerbal's sphere of influence, where everybody else, or yeah, Kerbin's sphere of influence, whereas everybody else is still just inside of it. Yeah. Cool. So that's it for this episode. Next one, which I'm probably going to jump in and record right away as well. Next one, we'll get fine-tuning and hopefully somebody arriving at Duna. I think I'll currently do a little bit of housekeeping with like this stuff. Maybe set up some alarms for things. No, I think I got it more or less. I just follow the first one. What are you? Yeah. So we got, there you go. You can see them out in a string there. Duna base, Duna rover. Come on. Come back, boys. There we go. Duna launch, Duna station, Duna rover, and out ahead of that is the, what's it called? The Ike. So we'll, like I said, I might add some, no, I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to do any housekeeping aside from getting rid of those. Once we get these guys set up, I'll make some nodes, and then they'll be in the alarm clock, but for now, I don't need to do anything. Anywho, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. If you like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbor. See you on Duna shortly. Catch you later.